Yesterday, we've completely mapped out the blueprint of the rough draft Beyond the Atelier, which seemingly is the final puzzle in blueprints. But before we continue, I'd like to have a look at a clue we were given 2 days ago. It's this specific message that was revealed to us when we used the watering can on this book, and it is about a hidden hue. It says from prison pristine, 3 paths convene, 3 lines of light, 3 shades foreseen, 3 colors to count a sum of 18. So somehow we have 3 lines of light and 3 colors which we can count, and they will sum up to 18. And somehow there is a color missing or something. And when we look at the blueprint which we've mapped out in the last episode, I thought this might mean something about these lines. And because if we stand at a cross section like here, for example, we have 3 lines that go out of us and we have these lanterns at the top. So it's like lines of light in some sense. Now, if we count how many lanterns we see, the question is, can we find a spot where we can count 18 lanterns? Because we will always have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. And how do we get to 18? We would need to have 9 more. But the problem is that we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gets us to 14. So I don't think there is a single spot on the map where we would actually be able to see 19 lights. And there's not that many spots that this can even be in, because it can't be in any of the center areas, because these are 4 lines of light. I mean, I guess you could stand somewhere like here and you would have 1, 2, 3 lines of light, but that would be even less than 14, because we're missing out on the entire width here. And it really can't be in any of the corners, because here you really only have 2 lines. So the most obvious choices would be on these corners, on these edges here, east and west, or in some very specific areas, like here maybe, looking down. No, actually not here, that doesn't work. But anyways, it doesn't seem to work either way, because we don't have enough lanterns. So this might refer to something else. Welcome back to my study. I'm Noel, a game designer and programmer, and today we continue solving the final puzzle in blueprints. There's going to be several instances though where I'm going to need your help, so be ready to type a couple hints whenever there is a situation that I'm not sure how to continue. Thank you already in advance, because that's going to help me a lot in the next episode. So before we continue today, I want to see if we can get the secret passage on the outside, because that is something that I was worried about at the end of the last episode, since we just kind of fell asleep as we crossed into the secret passage. So I guess it's going to be interesting to see how that works. And we are getting it. Look at that. So it actually doesn't matter where you run out of steps. It really matters which room you're in when the ending screen appears. So let's put down the secret passage. But then before we continue, well, actually, let's see. I think the book's still blue there, right? Yeah. So I don't think we need the watering can anymore. I think the book stays tainted. I forgot already again whether it's tainted or tinted. Anyways, before we do that, I want to get some additional steps so that we can roam around in the rough draft a bit longer. Now, what rooms are giving us good steps? It could be the sauna, or when we get the allowance, we could get a kitchen as well, which is a store. So maybe we tune this to blue, and the king, blue, for maybe the sauna if we get it, and then the king to yellow, so that we could get a kitchen. All right. Then let's see. Commissary could give us some food, potentially. But let's go for a break room first in case we need a key, which might be unlikely, but we'll see. I just want to do this really quick because actually I want to get to the rough draft. So that's 7. And that's 20 times 3. No, times half. Oh, we need a calculator for that. 20 times 1.5. 1.5, is that 30? Yeah, but then we want to turn it around is 3 and round it is still 3. So 3 times 1.5 is 4.5. So we round that to 5. So 5 times 1.5 is 7.5, which we round to 8. That's a mistake. No, it's a mistake. So 30 flipped around is 3, rounded is 3. 3 times 0.5 is 4.5. Turned around is 5.5, rounded is 6. So 6 times 1.5 is 9. So this ends up being 9. No, that's incorrect. Dang it. Let me see again. 20. Let's go again. 20 times 1.5 is 30. Turned around is 3. Rounded to the 3 is 3. Times 0.5 is 4.5. Rounded around is 0.4. Ah, it's 5. So 5 times 1.5 is 7.5. Turned around is 5.7. Rounded is 6. Okay, I see. Yep, nice. Let's see if we can go to the right here. Not really. So I'm going to place a utility closet. Let's see what other options we're getting. Straight would be good here. So let's put down the workshop just in case. That we have a certain continuation. Kitchen. See, that's what I wanted, kind of. Let's go for kitchen. We're out of gems, though. But at least we get to buy some stuff here. The banana, the club sandwich. We'll get the chef salad and all the bananas we can get. For some additional steps. Now, 91 is already quite the number. I don't really want to go much further. Do we need items? Not really. I could put down the code check just in case that we need the watering can again. So that we have it today. And then I think I'm going to go into the rough draft. 90 steps is quite something. Yes, it's here. Okay, good. Hello. It's really strange. Are these just all the 45 core rooms that appear there? Okay. We need our drawing. So we have passed... We need the gallery still, which I could not figure out. Did I not do the Morachai in the gallery? Maybe I didn't. Was that here? Okay, let's do that again. And you guys told me I should check if I can interact with anything here, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can interact with any of these. I had some additional thoughts about what these could mean, so I thought this might be ponder again. But we already had ponder in the original room, so this could also be wonder. So wonder, observe, what did I say here? I don't remember. Don't remember. I think I had some word for here, but I don't remember what it was. And this one I don't quite know. I thought it could be imagine or something, but that doesn't fit. Not sure if that's relevant at all, though. We'll see. Alright, so I want to... This time when we do these, I want to go a little bit more systematic, because we have quite a few of those to do. So let's see, we need blue. We have 4 blues. We need to get blues up. I think yellow goes down. Black shuffles them around, so... In fact, we can shuffle... No, that goes up. Ah, I forgot that this goes up. Okay. So we can get... In order to make this sense of this, we can get black down like this. But then we will never be able to get yellow... Ah, but we can make blue. We can turn blue into yellow by shuffling it like that. See, that's interesting. So I think we need to keep a yellow here in the middle, otherwise we lose the capability. Because right now all blue ones... Ah, we could also do this. So as long as black is in the middle, blue is black. As long as yellow is in the middle, blue is yellow. So as long as we keep these two on the middle row here, we still have all colors available to us. It's just once we get into that position, we're kind of screwed because we can't really do anything anymore. Ah. No, but by getting... Yeah, by getting yellow in the middle, we can push blue up like this. And then we can make... yeah, okay. Simple. Seek. So we have seek here. Past we seek, what's left of the lies we cast. Okay. So let's just move upwards. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29, 32 boxes left still, which is quite the number. So let's start over here. How do we get in here? The solarium. We could also try these while we're doing it. We're missing some of these letters. So I'll also attempt all of the remaining letters as we go into these rooms. And if I fail to do a letter, you could just immediately give me a hint in the comments, because yeah, we're gonna have to do these, and if I can't like figure it out, then I won't be able to. So okay, so that's a moon. Now in German, white horses are called Schimmel. Are these maybe called something like shine, or something with like shine in English as well? Moon mane? What's the hair of a horse called? Is that a mane? Look, it has a X8, 18. Or how is that? Doesn't that mean 18? Why 18 though? It has a star in the middle. Oh, so a Schimmel is just called a grey horse, okay. Yeah, and the hair of a horse is called a mane. Moon mane, that's too different though. Crescent. It's a crescent moon. Is there a horse that's something like a crescent? I have no idea. Horse. Yeah, I think I need a clue on that one. So Solarium, feel free to drop a hint down in the comments. Here we're looking for... what is it again? Is it green? Yeah, this is green. Okay, so we need to actually duplicate green somehow. We can do that with orange. We have so we need to turn orange into green, which we could potentially do like that, and then like that. We need to get purple up again, because purple is useful to put things up. Such as, for example, or even to put it down now, like this. Or we could flip it with like that. Now we have... Yeah, interesting. Look at that. We screwed up though, because we need to get purple up again, which we can do like this. Tricky. So we have the greens at the top row now, but we need to shift them over to the right slightly. The problem is... we have blue as well. I forgot about blue. Right. Because right now we can use blue to shift green into place here, but we would need to get blue down somehow in order to shift these greens around. How would we do that? Maybe like that. Okay. Yeah, a little bit fiddly again. Through in the solarium. Where's my painting? Here. Through. Is that how it's spelled? Through. English. There is so many English words that are like THROUGH, or like thorough and throw and all this stuff. Like for non-native speakers, this stuff is like all the same kind of. Through. Did I spell it correctly? I think so. Okay. So here I actually don't know what this is. That should be a question mark. It's a bit weird, but fine. Let's see, what else are we missing? The bedroom is here. What were the paintings? I can't look at it from here. It's the pier. I think I need to look at it quickly. Dang it. This thing. This is the thing that I have in my game. Ah, nah, I know what I called it in my game. It's not. I didn't use the proper term because. In my game, it's just called a roof because it consists of separate parts. So it consists of wall parts and the roof part. So it's just called wall and roof, basically. It's not one part, but here it's one part. What is it called? The structure you're thinking of is called a trellis. When it forms a shaded overhead passageway or archway, it's typically referred to as an arbor. Dude, okay, I would have never guessed that. So arbor and harbor, and we're therefore looking for the H. Dude, never would I have guessed that. He was... What the heck? He was... So we need the cloister again. Oh, that's the comb and the corn thing. Yeah, this one you can also help me out with. If you remember from the previous episode, that was a corn, a stick, like the yellow veg thing, as well as a comb to comb hair. So maybe if you could give me a hint for that as well, I really have no idea. And then the entrance hallway, same thing. That was the can and the handle thing of an umbrella. Handle. The circular ring-shaped handle is called an O-ring handle or a C handle. Crook. Oh, crook. Hook, crook. But what does that have to do with a can? Except the cook opens a can to cook the contents, but... Crook. It's probably a crook handle. Like the way someone actually made the effort to label all of these parts. There's a tip, a long rib. Funny. Okay. Well, I have no idea. So yeah, the entrance hallway would definitely be of help as well. And the maid's chamber, we're still missing 2. So let's look at what that was again. Oops, I got lost. I went through the bedroom out here, so I need to go to the wall, which is here. Yeah, okay. I know where I am. Ah, yeah, I looked at this. Wait. This has a specific name. Clog. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's called a clog, and the mechanical wheel is a cog. So we're looking for L. We're looking for L here. L. It could also be that we need to read the message like this time. It should be a bit different. So we'll see. Alright, so entrance hallway hint, cloister hint, and whatever the solarium was with the horse. Then let's continue on to maybe the east here. The east hallway. Cheers. Okay, we're getting here. I'm gonna cut out some of these walkways because they're really not that interesting. So we have another corn again. Corn and cog. Corn. What is that called? That's the way they also reuse the same pictures and they want so many different meanings. I don't know what these all mean. Let's do the more Ajay fast. We need blue again, but we only have 2 blues, so... How does that work again? How can we make more blue? I don't quite get it right now. Blue flips with... No, yeah, white flips with gray, but what does gray do? Kind of don't know what gray is doing. White just flips with gray somehow. But how do I get more blue? We have a lot of white. We don't actually have any gray. Which is kind of interesting. Somehow we need to be able to turn white into blue, I'm assuming. But it really doesn't want to. So if we hit the middle white, it just everything turns to gray. Okay, itself and everything surrounding toggles. I don't get it. Oh. Ah, this is how we duplicate it. Ah, I see. We need to get a blue next to... Wait, I have to try again. We need to get a blue next to a gray one. Like that. And then we can flip. Wait. We need to... How did I do that? Like that. I think we need to get a white one here and then as many gray ones. Yeah, okay. I see. So now if I press that one... Wait. Need to basically do that because now I can... Oh, I made a mistake. I think we need to get white in the middle like that. Yeah, but we need to be super careful. This is tricky. So we need to get white in the middle. That allows blue to turn neighboring grays into blue. But we first need to isolate a white. Kind of like that. Or like that. And like that. Ah. Okay. Now, no, we don't have any white anymore. We need to keep one white. Maybe like that. Okay, we have one white up there. So now... but the white needs to be in this slot. That's the problem. Okay, this is how we get white into the middle. That's a problem. We need to get white in the middle and have enough blue neighboring grays that we can actually do something. That's a tricky one. Okay. Now we have 4 blues. Oh, it's actually simple. Look at that. Alright, cool. Shadows again. Here, shadows. What do we have here? Corn? Gear? Wheel? Cog? I have no idea. I need hints. I'm lost. This is too hard. This exceeds my English knowledge, honestly. There's a question mark here. Next, the observatory. We have a spear again. Where's the other one? Here. Leash. That's a leash. Or a string. Lace? No, lace, not leash. Lace. Lace. L-A-C-E. Is that how it's spelled? No, a shoelace. Lace, yeah. Lace. Lance. Lance. A lance. So if we just put an N in, lance. Yeah, it could be a lance, so an N, maybe. Dude, these are hard. Morajai, here. We need blue again. You know this Mount Holly symbol here on the Morajai box? It could have, like, quite a mature meaning if it wouldn't be so spiky. So if you would turn the spikes into round edges, maybe you see a different symbol there. Alright, we have 4 blues. We have a purple at the bottom and a green at the top, which means we probably have to swap purple to the top, which we can do by flipping it around like that. Now we can put that to the top, and if we put black in the middle, we can use purple, blue to, as it's a black button, and that allows us to push it in. Through something in shadows past we seek what's left of the lies we cast. Okay. Next up is the dining room. So where do we exit? Here best. We can exit to the north, but we're going to have to exit. Well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, dining room is here. That's a berry. That's a farm. Field. Cherry. Farm, field, shed. What berry has a leaf on top? It has to be an orange or something. Or an... That looks like an orange, no? Or an apple. But it's too round for an apple. Well, it could be an apple, I guess. Or does a cherry also have a leaf? Maybe a cherry has a leaf. I really wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I don't know what this is. So field or farm, maybe shed or hut, or maybe there's another word for this house. I mean, I know various words in German, I guess, but... This is orange. Can't we just flip the... Ah, no, the problem is we won't be able to get orange in the corners as long as the corners are occupied with this color, but we can... Oh, that's tricky, okay. Do we have to fiddle them around again? Seems like we have to fiddle until it works out. Like that. Okay. Light. There's a lot of similar ones. There are a lot of very similar words. Like a lot of light, a lot of shadow. Lies, light. Interesting. So feel free to give me a hint on what that could be. It's probably going to be very difficult to give me hints without giving it away, so... But honestly, if I don't know it, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. Hallway. I basically have to look it up. That's the hallway here. That looks like the lab and the lamp. So an M. And then where is it? Here. We're looking for our ominous symbol here. Again, that's blue, and we need to use our white strategy again to turn it into blue. I like that because we've not yet had to use white and gray to turn it into a different color or to multiply a different color. That's very cool. We've not had that before. I like that. There just haven't really been that many revelations like that. This goes up, right. So we have to isolate a gray like that. Or two. We screwed up. I think I need to use blue to move blue up. Potentially like that. Which we can then use to turn... we need white in the middle. I screwed up already again. Okay, again. I think I need to get yellow in the middle so I can move blue up. And then we need to get white into the middle like that. That was probably a mistake. Yeah, if I remove yellow from the middle, I won't be able to get blue up again. So I actually have to get... Okay, so if we start again, I actually have to get this right one as well as this left one up, because when yellow is in the middle, I will never be able to get the blue one up. So this one needs to stay at the bottom. And we also want to keep black here. So I think I have to get that one to the top. Then we can get black in the middle, so I can get blue over here. And when we get yellow again, we can get that one up to the top. So these two are in final position. Now we just have the problem that we still need to get that one. We have to multiply that one. So if I turn that one into gray, and then that one into gray too, and then we do this. So we use the white ability to spread blue over into the corners. Great, nice. Lantern. Okay. We are in the hallway. Lantern. It certainly has something to do with these lanterns and how they are arranged and what the colors probably of these lanterns are not chosen randomly. Through lantern light in shadows past we seek what's left of the lies we cast. The truth, what was the other one? The truth lies in the shade. Oh, no, in the shade of truth. That's the message in the safe house. There's something about light, these lanterns, how they're arranged, what colors they have, shadows, something about that. I like this specific music sequence. They're so good. The music is amazing. They did a really, really good job. Okay, we got this line. We're moving on to the next one. Let's start on the left with the nook. I have to go basically towards the solarium wall. It should be the other way. One, two, three, four. See, if we look through here, we can only see 5 lanterns. And 2 here. That's 7. But every time you're at a cross section, I don't know. There's some revelation probably that we have to have here, which is cool. Now we see 3 lines of light, but only 3 lights, and 2 different colors. Green and violet. Not this thing again. What is it called? Crook. Rook and crook. Look at that. Rook. Crook. So a C. This is a C. There's the Mora. Nothing behind here. No. I want there to be something at the back of this chair. Doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, what's this again? This is purple. So we need additional purple. How do we get additional purple? I mean, we can get 1 from orange for sure. But we need a 4th one. We can turn that red. Okay, but it doesn't really help. We can get green up to the top. Now we could turn this into purple. But how do we get a 4th purple? That's an interesting one again. I like it. I like it that there is new, like, hidden meanings behind these that we haven't so far understood. At least I think so. It feels that way. Red is pretty useless. That doesn't count. Yeah, we can't use that. We have to use purple. And blue doesn't count as purple, no. Does green count as purple? Probably not. Red certainly doesn't count as purple. No, I get it. We can turn blue into purple as well if we get orange into the middle. So we first have to get orange into the middle somehow. How did I do this? I guess like now it's at the top at least. Can we... How did I get purple to the top? Like that. Okay. Now orange is in the middle, so in theory, blue can become whatever is next to it. We can get green to the top. And then we can get a purple to the top like that. But we need to get the second purple to the top as well. How would we do that? Because it's here. I can get rid of black because I can turn blue into black. And then we can get 2 purples on top. Okay, give me a sec. I can now get 1 purple. Wait. I want to get a purple down here. But then I want to have black in the middle so I can use blue to shuffle. But one more. And then if we put purple here, now blue is surrounded by purple and we can turn it into purple. And if we shuffle this a bit more, then we can probably turn this into purple now. Yes, nice. In fact, we can now finish this by doing this. Okay, that's a cool one. I like that one. Rain. Rain might be blue. Rain. Then the kitchen, which is kind of next to us. Oh, shoot. Here. Pie. Pear and pie, so R. And what does the Mora Chai say? We need orange. We only really need to get an orange to the bottom here. Why is that tricky? If I press this, it becomes yellow. Yellow goes up. Yellow goes up. Let me reset. I have an idea. Wait, if I put this yellow here, I can put blue here. And then I can put orange here and turn this into... Yeah, look, perfect. That was so easy. Didn't really have to do much. 2. Next is the corridor, to which we want to try to escape towards the nook. Which I think is this way. Yep. I only noticed because of one of Michelle Carré's YouTube video where she was doing the boxing episode because she needed a sparring partner. So what if this is sparring or spare and a spear? Because these two guys are sparring each other, maybe. I don't know how to write that though. What is it? To spar? Sparring or to sparring? To spar? To spar. Spear and spar. So E it's probably this, no? Hope so. Let's see. We want blue. We have all the blues we need. Okay, we could theoretically get the blues to the top. But then we need to get 2 to the bottom. This moves to the top. This would become... wait, let me reset. So if this becomes blue, this can also become blue. Great, now everything is blue. That doesn't really help us. How did I just get yellow down? Was it only possible because of... because I turned this into green. But now I can flip. Yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah, you had to basically move the blues up and then get yellow in the middle and then make sure to revert the original blue move to get to this situation. Pass. Music is next. We should be able to see the room from here. Okay. Oh, it's this signs. Oh, that's a pot. Pot. Plot. Now, is there a word like P that means signpost? Post. That's a signpost, and that's a pot. Post. So S? Maybe? Crest. Crest. I mean, that means something at least. That could be blast. Hiwa. That's weird. Hiwa. Hiwa. Not sure if that's correct. Do we have the... Ah, we don't have the message here this time. Okay. Alright, sure. We're looking for blue. We have 4 blues. So maybe it's just a shuffling thing again? Where we have to try to shuffle things around? We could do that and then shuffle blue down. Problem is, how do we get this one out of that corner? Ah, I can now put green here, which allows me to shuffle this purple out of the corner, which is really good. So this purple was a pain. Like that. Then we just need to find a way we're again in this position that we just need to shuffle the outer corners somehow now. Okay, so these 3 are aligned well now. Maybe we would like to get that one. Ah, look, perfect. Nice. Again. In the music room. Rain to pass the... Next up is the lavatory, which we can't see from the music room. Here. But I already should have the letter. T, yeah. Ah, crest, yeah, right. Let's do this one. We need... Do we need yellow this time? Here we need green and here we probably need yellow. Wait, give me a sec. Yeah, this is yellow. This can become green, but is that so useful? Is the question. So the cool thing if we have green up here is that we can always get yellow back down, which is very useful to flip things around. But the problem is we will never be able to get these 3 out of this row once they're in here. I know we actually kind of can by doing this. The question is just how do we get... Well, I guess we can kind of flip them down right there. The question is how do we move these? Ah, maybe like that. Wait. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Ah, I forgot that I need green. Oh, that's so dumb. I optimized for yellow on all sides now. I kind of lost my greens there. Wait, I can still do it probably. Yeah, I can still do it. Like that. Perfect. Light again. There's so much light. Rain to pass the light. Through lantern light in shadows. Past we seek what's left of the lies we cast. What? I mean, we have 4 rows already. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of halfway done, really, to be honest. Which is great. Faster than I thought, to be honest. What's here? Spare room. Snail and sail. Snail, sail. So N. Maybe. Hopefully. If one of these are wrong, then feel free to correct me. Or, I mean, we'll see, I guess. I won't be able to put all these letters in today because I don't know all of them. So maybe we'll see next time. Okay, we only have 3 blues and need an extra one. It's very tempting to turn the middle one into blue, of course, but that probably ruins the puzzle. Well, let's try. Let's see. Let's try it the naive way. And then I can get black into the middle here. Is that helpful? A lot of black now. I think I need to get yellow in the middle so that we can move something up. What happens if I put yellow here immediately? Because now I can put this blue up. I don't know if that was so good. Let's try again. I feel like I might need to... That's tricky. No, I do think I might need to do... See, I don't know. If I put yellow up, how do I get something to the bottom row? Because I have 2 oranges at the bottom now. So if I... The problem is, in order to turn an orange into a blue, I need a second blue down here. But how do I get that down here? I almost can't do that unless I do this. Then I get a blue down. But now I can't shuffle any of these. I guess I can do that, but that's that. But I can't get yellow into the middle now. If I put yellow up, then black goes down. I can shuffle this around, but it doesn't help. And if I swap this, then we don't have any blue at the top at all. I think the mistake has been made earlier. The tricky part is to get blue up. How do I get blue up? Only really if blue becomes yellow. But in order for that to work, yellow must go into the middle. Now I guess I can do this. But what does that help? Because now I'm missing blues. Even if I get a blue down now, this needs to happen before. I need to turn one into a blue before that. I can do that. And then get it up into the middle. Look at that. Okay, that's actually very simple. How do I struggle sometimes with these? Off. We're in the spare room. Off. Now the ballroom next to us. That's the swine or the pig. Note. Scale. That's the scale. It's notes. Octave. Pig. Swine. Sign. Swine. Ladder. A chord. It's not a chord though. It's progression. It's not a progression either. Hog. Boar. Hog. Boar becomes bar. That seems the most reasonable one, to be honest. It is a bar. So a bar is... I think a bar is the length here. Yeah, this is a 4. So yeah, this is 4 bars per cycle. So it's probably bore and bar, so it's an O. I mean, wouldn't have figured this out without Google AI, to be honest. Where's the Morachai? We need to do the multiply blue using white trick again. How did that work? We need to have white in the middle, but then gray. So we first need to isolate white, like this. That was already a mistake, because white needs to stay in the middle. So this can be turned into white now. And then we can basically... it's black now, yeah, okay. We can flip down a... That's pretty good. Wait. We can get white in the middle and now multiply blue. Now we can turn this into gray. But how do I make more blues? I'm missing a gray now. Oh, I need to get both grays. I can get gray down. And then I can get blue in the middle. Yeah, I see it. Now blue can spread to the edges. Perfect. And now we got it. Nice. That's a good one. Shade. Okay, these Mora Chai boxes are way better than all of the ones that we had throughout the game, because these actually lean onto very specific, like, revelations and twists. What did I say? Shade. Whereas many of the previous ones I felt like were just kind of fiddly. Oh, shade. Now the foundation. There's the contraption there. There's even a hole here. Oh. Is that supposed to be that bright down there? Ah, can we turn these on? Weren't these on in the prophecy or something? We have a pot again, and a creek. Oh. Or a river. Cook and creek? No. Steam, stream. Steam and stream? So R? Potentially. And the Mora Chai. We need orange. We have a lot of orange. We can get black in the middle and then get blue over here. Then we can get yellow in the middle and get blue to here. The problem is I need to get either black or blue to the top so I can shuffle. I think I need to get... Yeah, I need to start with the other blue one. I screwed up. Because here is the gray one. I need to get blue up in here so I can use blue to shuffle these. So first we want to get... Oh, but then I'm... Wait. The problem is if I do that now, I can't get black into the middle anymore. Well, I can do it like that. Yeah, but black is gone. Can't ever get black again. That's not the solution. Aha. Maybe like... Oh no. Shoot. I mean, the problem is really... Oh no. Okay, like this. Yeah, but how do I ever get now yellow into the middle so that I can get blue up here? Oh, that was a mistake. Screwed up. Wait. So I think black and yellow have to stay here. I just don't see how else this is possible. So I can get orange down. Well, we could... Okay, if we get black in the middle and I get blue to the middle here, and then we swap to yellow, I can now get blue up while getting yellow down. So I have yellow at the bottom again, which once we shuffle it like that... Wait. Maybe we can now create an arrangement that works. I need to have blue here while yellow is here. Yellow needs to be behind black, not before it. So maybe like that. Yes. So now yellow is here and I can get blue to the top and we can get black into the middle, which allows me to shuffle blue. That was a really good one. Nice. These are getting better. Holy cow. He really tried to keep the good ones for the very end, it seems. A. The heck? A shade of rain to pass the light. A shade of rain to pass the light. Through lantern light in shadows past we seek what's left of the lies we cast. What? So a shade of rain. Isn't the shade of rain blue? Probably. Okay, where are we from? This is the way to continue. We want to get to the trophy room. There's a trophy up there. One. That's a coffin? Harbor, pier, coast, coffin, bag, a briefcase, an attaché. Portmanteau, we had that in an earlier episode. I mean, port is very sus, but it's way too long. Oh, a satchel, a small bag with a top hand. Satchel. A caddy. No, a caddy is for golfing. Caddy, quay. Nah, it's too far. Correction note. Please note that coup from the previous list was accidental misspelling. So funny how these AIs make mistakes all the time, but and then it even tells me it made a mistake. That's so interesting. Grip becomes pier if you change the G to an E. And rearrange the letters. Aha. I have no clue. Brief. Boat. Ship. Brief. Case. I wouldn't know. Oh, that's a new one. Is that white? That's white. We need more white. Okay. So the thing is, we can turn these into white. Like this. But we need to have two next to each other. And then shuffle them like that. That gives us 4. Okay. How do I do this? I'm sure I can somehow shuffle these in a way. This is so confusing. Okay, like that. Just kind of shuffle black around until you have it. Right. Now what's the thing here, man? Briefcase? Port. I don't know. I think I need help here. Maybe we can get it from inferring it, but I don't know. Doesn't seem to be the case right now. Can we? We can't twist these anymore. Interesting. So next up is the darts. A bone. First. Metal. What's another word for bone? Winner. Casual slang and idiomatic. Rib. That's not a rib bone though. Peg. Peg slang for a leg bone. It kind of looks like a leg bone. Peg. This is so ridiculous. Oz becomes first by changing O to fur and S to ST. first? Fist. Ribbon. Ah, gold. Yeah, this is gold. I guess this is gold? Ribbon? But ribbon can't be turned into anything that is that. Oh! Oh, now I get it. Bone and 1. B1. Okay, it's a B. Okay, it's a B what we're looking for. Now I get it. Bone 1. Where is the Morachai? Here. What is this? This is red. We need a bunch of reds. How do we get reds? Oh, we can turn white into red after turning it into black. But how do I get 4 of those? I can, because we have 2 blues. Okay, we need to get whites. In order to get whites, we have to get white into the middle. How the heck would I do that? So we need to get white into the middle, and then we need to get gray. I only need to turn 3. I only need to turn 3 into red because I already have 1. Yeah, right, because I'm gonna need 1 gray, or, well, I'm probably gonna end up with 1 gray, or, yeah, in the end, that I need to sacrifice, but all other ones need to become white. I do that by getting whites into the center. And I need to get gray. Before I do that, I need to get gray into a corner somehow. Or like that, but I need to... How would I even do that? Oh, this is how they become... Oh, look at that. Oh, that was actually more interesting than more easy than I thought, but the problem is, how would I even get those out of the... I need to first turn... No. I need to get these out of the corner first. How do I get these out of the corner? Okay, I need to figure out how to get purple out of the corner. I absolutely don't see how that's possible right now. I don't even remember how I turned blue into gray now. Because I need a white one. Otherwise it's probably not possible. Yeah, okay. That's how it's done. So if we get white into the middle, this one becomes gray when I press it. Okay, I get it. But if we put gray in the middle, nothing happens to this one. I just don't get how we get purple out of the corner. Okay, I took a short break. Let's see. I still have no idea. Oh, of course. Once I get black... Yeah, of course. Okay. Once I get them all to black, I can shuffle them around, of course, like this. And then we just need to make sure they're all in the right spot, like this, and we can turn them into red. Okay. Not so ridiculous. Us. Here, us. Us write a shade of. What? Maybe the order of the words is wrong. Maybe we have to reshuffle those. See, interestingly, now these balls don't have a number on them anymore. It's really weird. Okay, what's next? We're moving up to the west hallway. Oh, we're having this farm. Farm and arm, F. Perfect, nice. That's one that I understand. And then this is purple again. We need to turn orange into purple this time. We do this by potentially flipping... So, all right, just kind of wiggling it around. Now we want to get purple down. Or we want to get one purple we want to get up like this. Then the other one we want to get down here, and that's it. Nice. Hue. Hue of wisdom. A hue of wisdom. Wisdom is usually an owl. An owl is white. Closet. I already have these two from last time. Okay, that's cool. Well, we need from the passageway, we need the letter. That was a tricky one. That was not an easy one. That was it's the fountain. I have to go look at it quickly. Yeah, it was the fountain pen and the can. Filler. Pen. Cap. This could be a cap and a can. That doesn't work. Nib. A nib. A stylograph, an ink pen, a quill. A dip pen. A quill. A nib. Yeah, but a quill is one with a feather on top. No, that's not what this is. Is this a fountain pen or do we have... Yeah, it is definitely a fountain. I don't know. I'm gonna need help with this one. No chance. So I'm gonna put a question mark in here. Then the laundry we had an L. Okay, so we continue on through the dark... No, we already have that one. No, we need the letter still. Oh, that was the creek and the notebook. I remember that. Or diary, notepad, journal. So synonym for notepad could be journal, pad, log. Nothing's really like a creek or like a river or a stream. Logbook, memoir, chronicle, daybook, annals. I don't know. I'm gonna need I think I'm gonna need help with this one as well. I just don't know. The closets is beyond the dark room. Here's the dark room. We need to go through the dark room then. Losing 2 steps, but it's okay. I think we should have enough steps, hopefully. We looked at that already, but we didn't do the Morat Shy. Okay. We need orange. We have enough orange. But we have the problem that purple is not going to do anything. We have 1 additional orange that we don't need, so we can kind of wiggle with the options here. Maybe like that, kind of. Tricky. That's pretty annoying again. How do we get this over? There's just some misconfiguration here that I need to resolve again, as always. It's really quite annoying sometimes. Okay, I don't know. I just rotated everything around. There wasn't really any logic in here. That wasn't really a good one in my opinion. I don't know. Weird. 2. So hue of wisdom 2. Okay, we want the parlor now next. Which is not here. It's over there probably. Yep. Mouse, rat, rat and rate, so an E. Rat and rate. And where is the Morachai? Over here. We need, I think that was green, right? So we should be very, yeah, this is green. So we need more green, which we can turn orange into. Or we need more green. How do we get even more green out of this? I have to reset. We only have one orange. If we get orange into the center, then blue can become green. Which is kind of interesting. But maybe we also have to put green into the center in order to get blue down. And then if we get orange in the center... well, let's first do that maybe, and then get orange in the center. And now this can become green again. Now we have enough greens. We could probably flip a black one down. We can turn that one to green. Okay, we have a lot of green now. We can, in fact, rotate them in a way that we can finish this. Nice. That was a good one. Always good to remember that we can turn blue into anything if we have an orange on the map. Turn. Hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light through lantern light in shadows past, we seek what's left of the lies we cast. I mean, past and cast rhymes, so that's... maybe this is even a path we have to follow, I'm not sure. Interesting. Okay, 3 more rows remaining. We already have 6, so 2/3 done, which is a bit of a relief. Right now I have no idea what the heck we actually have to do in the end. There's still nothing behind here anywhere. Which I've been looking for since the beginning of the series. Alright, we want to go to the den, which is kind of next to us. Up here probably. Yep, here. That should be the den. Perfect. We have a rate, spear, graph... spike, sharp, graph, line, decline, rise, peak. Peak and speak could be one, but that's not speak here. If we go back to lands, yeah, not length or anything. Pike and peak, nah. It could be a pike, that's a pike, right? Spike? Because it has a spike, that graph, pike and spike? Because a pike... oh, is a pike not a spear? I don't know, I guess not. Yes, a pike is a heavy infantry thrusting spear. Hey, why does Google not give me that when I look for pike? Why does Google not give me that when I look for pike? Not a single one of these pictures is a spear. Ah, this one is. Okay. So pike and spike. Which means it could be S. I don't know. Bit far-fetched to think that that's spike, but I guess it is a spike. Okay, more chai. We need violet. We need to turn orange into violet. Okay. Violet goes down. So we could flip violet up and then turn this like that. And this into violet as well. That was easy. I don't know. That almost solved itself. I have to kind of change my seating position a little bit here. Because of, like, when I'm focused on these chais. We are still in here, so that's an A. Okay. Oh. We have 40 steps left. I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough, to be honest. Into the conference room, which should be visible from here. Yep. We have farm. Again. Barn. Barn and bar. Barn and bar. Which could be an N. Where's the Morachai? We're solving for yellow, I think. Yep, we need an extra yellow, which we get from the orange. But for that, we have to... probably do something like that. This is how we get it yellow down, by just swapping it down like this with green, and then we can just get yellow up. But now we have the problem. This is a bad problem because we can't... Well, we can get yellow down like this again. And I can get a black one down like that. I can turn that into... Okay, this is the way to go. Well, that was... I don't know, I was looking too far for the solution there. Path. Now, next is the guest room, but it's going to be slightly tricky to get there, so I think I should probably go back to where I came from, which was here, and then go under into the guest room over here. We have... Could this be a rod? Could this be a rod? Rod... pot... steam... thorn. This is called a thorn. This is a stem. Steam and stem. Stem. This is a stem, right? Yeah, that's a stem. Perfect. Steam and stem. That's an A. Where's the Morachai? Over here. We're solving for black, yellow, yellow, black. We can only get black down by getting doing it like that. And then we should probably get yellow down again like this. So that we can swap it with a black one, and now we can flip a black one to the top. So now we have yellow here and we have black here. We have black here, but we're missing a yellow one here. So if I could now flip this with a yellow one. Aye! I didn't want to do that. Aye, that was a mistake. Might have been a mistake. Okay, we're kind of back to where we were. We could try to get a yellow one up here to later pull it down. Or we could pull it down here. Ah, that was slightly a mistake. So I'm trying to figure out a configuration that I can use to... Ah, now it's the opposite way around here. This is so annoying. Maybe I do need to get that here. Yes. No. No, not like that. Wait, how do I need to do this? I need to have black here. I need to have yellow in front of me. So yellow needs to be here. Which I can't do like that. Well, I can do it like that. Now we have yellow in front of us. So that's good. This is all great now, except we need black here. So we could... Wait. We can get this yellow down, because now I think... This is so tricky. I need to get black down here as well. I forgot about this. Okay. I was really fiddly again. I don't know. I think this is it, right? Yeah, I can't even exactly tell what the solution is, to be honest. I just kind of played with it. Find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right. Weird. Okay, the gym. Which we have to access around somehow. There's a lot of red on this specific row, except purple at the very end. Here is the gym. Ah, this is again... Lace and place? Lace and place? Could that really be a P? Yeah, then we would have plans. Maybe that's a P for lace and place. Here. We need all reds. Okay, we have the problem again that we need to get additional blacks. Which we can get by pressing red. Okay. Yeah, because red just turns white into black first and then into... Okay, I see. But we'll have to shuffle purple around a little bit first. Okay. I think like that. We have red, black, black, white. We should be able, by pressing just red, to get them all to red. Perfect. 2. To find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light. I mean, it kind of means something. I understand all the words, but together... They're confusing. Okay, 2 more lines to go. We'll start off with the foyer to the north of the gym. So here's the north of the gym. And this will be the foyer. Oh, pine tree, Christmas tree, diary. Pine, tree, diary, tree, presents, gifts, star at the top of the tree, star, decorations. I just struggle with some of these words. This probably has some other meaning that I'm not... If I would figure out what that is... Book, pine. Why is it not just a pine tree? Why is it a Christmas tree? I don't know. I'm gonna need help here. On the foyer with the books, with the pictures. Really don't know. What do we need here? I think we need green here. We need more green, probably by turning it... Oh, we can also turn blue into green, actually. Like that. Now this is in the middle though, we never will get this out of the middle, which is really terrible. But we could turn this into green. Does that help us? Not really. Because we're really stuck now. We don't have any color to shuffle things around, so we'll never be able to move anything from left to right or the right to left. So we kind of have to turn this into green. And this as well. We can't turn any of the... We can only turn these into green. We can't turn them into blue or violet because we only have one of those. And we need at least 2 to turn orange into anything, really. We could flip like that. Oh, we can use green to flip something from one side to the other. That's certainly a thing we can do. In fact, we can probably turn that to green now. How helpful is that, though? That might have been a mistake, because if we keep orange in the middle, we might use it to turn blue into green. I think that was a mistake. So maybe we can get that up here and then turn that into green like that. Although, how is that useful? Ah, we can... how did I do that? We need to get one more down here. Maybe like that. Okay. Kind of wiggling the purple around. That was what did it. Cast. Another cast. There's a lot of casts as well. Next up is the pool. Which should be adjacent to us somewhere. Yep. Year, calendar, 8, 8, here, year, because it's a year calendar, here, year, nah, that doesn't differentiate by a letter. 8, day, date. Year, I mean, year and year could really be it. So we would have a Y here. Oops, that's an ugly Y. It's a bit far-fetched, but maybe it's true. I think we have to turn... If we get white into the middle, we can turn all of the blues into reds. I think, right? So if we do this... not true. Not true. But wait, if I get... Oops. If I get that into the middle and I press those, they become... Ah. Yeah, that should be enough already, actually. So this turns them into black first. Cool. Yeah, now we have blacks that we could shuffle around. Like this. And... maybe we can get yellow down. Which we can then shuffle. Oops, I didn't want to do that. That wasn't very good. That wasn't very good. Well, let's see. We might still be able to do this. If I get red down like that... how do I get black up? I can get black down. I can get yellow down like that. And then I can get a black up like that. And then we can shuffle these, and then that should be it. Okay, cool. A. Wait, where am I? I'm in the pool. Let's cast A something. Now we wanted to get into the servants' quarters. Where are those? Is that down? Now I'm looking into the chapel. I actually want to go... well, maybe I actually want to... now we can go to the right of the chapel, which is here. And then go around here to the servants' quarters. Whew, starting to get dizzy again from this area. Well, it's been a significant amount of time that we've spent in here already. Again. Look, he has one of those portmanteaus. Oh, a bat and a worm. That's a worm. What? Oh, bait and bat. No way. That could be true because the worm is bait. Bait and bat, so it's an eye? Could be. Why eye? Very unlikely though. Very unlikely. We want all blacks. Not too tricky since red turns... well, that's a problem. So we actually need 4 whites. So we need to turn all of these into whites. How does that even work? Now I have 4. Maybe I screwed up by putting white up too much. Let's see. It's a bit of a problem. Okay, we can get whites in here, but how do we shuffle these? The problem is that yellow is now cornered. Yellow needs to be in the middle here. Otherwise we have a problem. Yellow has to be in the middle. Like that. Like that. Perfect. Okay, a bit of a shuffling white around until you get it. Tint. Another tint. Cast a tint. To find our path, a hue of wisdom. What the heck? Probably some of these letters are wrong, so if you guys can help me out which ones are wrong, that would be great as well. Y and I just doesn't seem right at all. Now the pump room. That's a bowling... What's it called? Pin? Maybe pin? Pi and pin, so N. What do we have here? We want purple, so orange must become purple. We can shuffle that around a little bit. It's relatively easy, okay. Not much to think about. Off. Cast the tint off blue color. Although it probably wouldn't spell out a color right away. It probably hints at a color. Now I want to get into the den, which we... no, not the den. The furnace, which is visible here. Ear... globe? Lobe. Earth. Earth and ear? No. No, earth and ear is too different. Compass? I don't know. Ear and earth is the closest one, but it differentiates in 2 letters, so I don't think that's it. I'm gonna put a question mark down. Looking for hints. Looking for hints. We want blue, which we can get by... how did that work again? We need to get white into the middle, and then maybe we can turn orange into blue as well. Okay, white is now in the middle. Wait, if I want blue, how do I turn white into blue? No, I need to get... how can I turn anything into blue, really? I can only turn orange into blue. Maybe I first need to turn orange into blue. No, that doesn't work, because I need 2 blues in order to do that. Yes, what? I have to turn white into blue, probably. If I get orange into the middle, then blue can become what is closest to it, but I don't want blue to become something different. I want things to become blue. If white is in the middle, blue just becomes gray, which doesn't help. That's a good one again, because I'm really stumped at how to do this. It plays on something I don't yet understand, or probably have forgotten again for the nth time. Yeah, once yellow is at the top and green is here in the middle, you can't really do anything. I know I can use blue to flip it over, but I just don't see what that helps. I can turn that into white, orange, yeah. But don't get it. It's something about how gray becomes blue, but I just can't remember how this works. It's like I need to get white here. If I click... okay, if white is in the middle and I click blue, and there is a gray one next to blue, it becomes blue. So this is how I make 2 blues. Okay, I see. If I put black in here, I can actually put blue over here. Now I need to make more grays. So I could potentially turn that to gray now. If we get black in the middle, I can flip yellow down, which is often useful. Okay, that's it. That's it. Oh, God. Yeah, like this is probably the trickiest rule so far, that you can turn gray into blue, but only into blue, because blue is the only one that can do what white does. Truth. Truth. Cast a tint of truth. To find our path, a hue of wisdom. To turn us right, a shade of rain. To pass the light through a lantern light. In shadows past we seek. What's left of the lies we cast. What? Okay, we have one more row before we're done. Let's go, we can do that. Where the heck I have to go? I think I have to go this way. Where are we? Aqua for aquarium. Okay, that looks like an eye and a belt. That's not a belt. A leash and a leash and a eyelash? Lash and leash? How is that even spelled? Let me check. Is it leash and a lash? Is it like that? A leash? Lash, eyelash, leash and lash. So it's an E here. But what does the Mora Chai box say? We need to go for yellow. We need more yellows. We can turn orange into... Yeah, these are getting tricky now. We can turn orange into a yellow, but it's not going to be enough. How do we make another yellow? I have absolutely no clue right now. We probably need to keep... We probably need to keep the white. We could put... We can put a white here. Although this one just becomes gray. This turns gray into black. Wait. No, this turns white into black. How is that useful? Because black doesn't actually help us to get yellow. Oh boy, either these are getting harder or I'm getting tired. I mean, I guess I can flip some stuff around. Wait, what? Oh, holy cow, if red is in the middle and I press blue... Wait, what? Then black becomes blue and this becomes black. Okay, but how does that help me to get yellow? But that's an interesting interaction that we haven't seen so far. I wonder if that comes up in one of the last couple Moras. This is how we get a yellow. But then what do we do with that? How do we get a fourth yellow? I can just turn blue into... If I get... yeah, okay. Actually, if I get orange into the middle, then blue can become a yellow. This is ridiculous. How do we get orange there? I probably have to get... Well, now orange is here. Now I just need to get blue between... Okay, this is how we get orange here. Oh, this is how we get... Okay, now we had... Oh, and this can also become yellow. Holy cow, look at that. That's good. Now... We really just need to, like, move these by one. I could get black up by... Can I get black up? I think I can only get black up using purple, but I need to elevate purple somehow, which might not be possible once it's at the bottom here. I can shuffle it like that, But I will never be able to get purple out of here. I can also never really get these yellows down anymore. That's unfortunate. I need to be careful. I can't, or I shouldn't get purple down too much. But I can only get it down out of that corner by doing this. Okay, this is how we turn... Ah, no, we first need to get orange into the middle so that we can turn blue. Okay, we need to keep orange for a minute. This is so tricky. How the heck? So this is how we do this again, but it's done the same way. I'm probably gonna have the same problem, that I can't get that one down. This is not the way to go. I don't know how to get that down. I can't get these down anymore. Ah, this is annoying. Well, now we can put orange here, and blue is here, which is fine. Now blue is in between those two, which is cool, but... Now orange is in the middle, which is cool too. How would I even do that? Oh, maybe if a yellow is over here. That's not too bad already, but... Okay, we can now... turn blue into yellow. Jesus. And now we need to try to trap orange between yellow like that. Ah, this is annoying. I don't like this one. It's really annoying. Okay, so the clue that I had last time, not the clue, but the idea that I had is I have to get purple down here. And then I have to... I could also try to get blue over here. And then I can get yellow in the middle and get blue up. Okay. So if I press yellow... No, wait, this needs to go one down. Okay, so we need to shuffle yellow to here. Okay. Now, blue can become yellow. And now we just need to trap that here. Now we have 4 yellows. So we just can't. We must need to make sure we don't get this purple down to the bottom. Otherwise we're stuck. Aside from that, we can try... Lol, that's it. Oh my god, okay, that was the hardest one so far. Sketches, okay, that's an important word. Holy cow, that took so long. Oh, not Q. Sketches. Okay, then the code check, which should be visible from here. Interestingly, there are no numbers on these panels there. Plum. No, not plum. Pear? Bulb. Bulb. No, not bulb. Pear, right? Spear. Pear, so S. What do we have here? We want black, black, blue, blue. We can get yellow here. How do we get... Ah, we get black down like that. And then we... Well, we need to get black up one, which we might be able to do like this. And then black needs to be here, and blue needs to be here, so... Almost, but black is off by 1. So what if we put black here now? That's it, right? That was a simple one. In. Here is light, but I already didn't know what this was here. No, frick, not here. over here in the antechamber. I already didn't know what this bottle... It's bottle and medal, or first and thirst? No. Because the other picture, this is a medal, and the other one is a bottle. Bottle, medal, place, first, thirst, flask, fast, flask and fast. No, I don't know. Trophy, but I don't know what this could be. This is only bottle to me, or flask. And flask and fast. No, flask. I don't know what this could be. Gonna need a hint here as well. So chapel. It's only two left. Two left. I'm definitely noticing my attention drifting. 3 and 3. 3, so that's an H. And where's the Morachai? Here. Ah, we have that sun thing here. We've seen that somewhere before already. We want... This is orange. We want orange. Blue can become orange if we put orange here. But first we need to shift it a little bit, like that. Then blue can become orange. But more, we need more orange like this. Okay. Easy, that's an easy one. Lantern, again. Lantern light in sketches. Lantern. Are these the same people here? Maybe. Not sure. I need to go to the side that has no exits through any way, really. So here. Banana. Gallop. Yellow. Horse. Banana. Yellow. Fruit. Steed. Food. Ripe. It looks ripe. The banana looks ripe. Ride? Ripe? No. Dude, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm thinking of banana. I'm thinking of ripe, ride, steed, feed. Really don't know. What the heck? Gonna need help on this one as well. Where's the Morachai? Last Morachai for the day. We need orange, red, orange, red. We can turn black into red once we're done, but first we'll have to try. So the red ones are ready. We can get orange down like this. And then we can get purple up again, which allows us to get another orange up, because we'll need orange here. So let me try to get red down. Not optimal. I need to get black here and orange there. So orange is right now. There's a mistake somewhere. Wait. I'm gonna flip out green. Then we're gonna get orange out, but only for... Nah, wait. I need to put the orange one to the left. This is so confusing. Trying to get... So red is up now, but now I can't get green out of the way anymore. It's so annoying. I need orange. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Once you press red once, you're done. It's broken once you do that. Dang it. Okay, again. Let's try again. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, what did I do? I tried to get... I can get black down here, which is great. But I primarily need to get purple up so that I can start getting orange up. Because I'm going to need an orange at the top. I'm also going to need an orange at the bottom. But I think I want to get purple down, swap it with gray first. Then we can get red down. And then we can get purple up again. Oops, not like that. Then we could get red all the way up to the top, like this. Which doesn't seem to be true, actually. What did I just do? Okay, purple is at the top again. Okay, now red is at the top. We can get green down. Okay. We're getting there. I'm getting orange up to this corner, which is right. Red is in the right spot, and orange and black are also in the right spot. Holy cow. Man. Through lantern light in sketches, cast a tint of truth. To find our path, a hue of wisdom. To turn us right, a shade of rain. To pass the light, through lantern light, in shadows. Past we seek, what's left of the lies we cast. What the heck is going on? I took a short break again because one of my cats vomited. But it was a good chance to get a chocolate drink as well here. So the question really is what we're going to do with this message. I think we really need the letters as well, the correct ones. Otherwise, I don't see how to continue. Through lantern light in sketches. The thing is that potentially every word has a meaning, right? So why would it say sketches here at the top? Sketches. Have you ever seen any sketches of lantern light or in sketches? Cast a tint of truth. And we know truth in shade of the truth. I don't know why that would be relevant though. To find our path, a hue of wisdom. To turn us right, a shade of rain. To pass the light. Through lantern light in shadows. Past we seek, what's left of the lies we cast. I do think we need these remaining letters, otherwise I don't... I mean, we have plans here. We have crest. This could be barren. This could be barren. Plans, barren, crest. What will we do with those? Something's wrong here. I don't think this is right. This could be blast. I don't know. So hopefully some of you were able to provide some of the hints regarding the pictures that we're missing. Because I think that's going to be necessary to figure out what this means. Alright, I chose to go back here to the atelier quickly to see if we have any additional hints here. Because I do remember, don't go where the path leads. I mean, that has to be deliberate. And we have a sequence of colors here. This is pretty obvious what that means. What's this? Ranks and files should be odd. 7 times 5 is 35, 49, 27, 45. These are all odd. 9 times 5. That's 45. That could be the number of rooms. 9 times 3. What do we have 3 of? I don't know. I mean, all these things have to mean something. 12 dead ends. Is that correct? Conservatory, major entrance, pantry, storeroom is one. Oh, we can actually see that by the pictures. Solarium, lavatory, closet, laundry room, guest room, furnace, servants' quarters, code check. That's only 9 though. Why 12? Or is 12 not only from the core original rooms? Stacked? No, staked. Staked claim? I mean, that could be the 2.2 acre plot east of Creek could be this area of the rough draft, which was claimed to put the rough draft there. Maybe these are just notes about how to assemble the blueprints. 3 primary colors, 3 primary paths. First draft. Let's read this again. When first I embarked upon this project, it was my intent to craft inviting rooms. Yeah, we didn't want to show it to people. These 45 rooms are the best of my career. They are home. I think we do have to figure out the message, otherwise I wouldn't know what else to do right now. Alright, I'm back in the secret passage now. I think I'm gonna call it a day here. I really need some help before we can continue on. But hopefully next time I'll have a better picture of what we need to do. I'll think about this for a bit, but I'm not sure if I can even continue without all the letters. Yeah, we really haven't drafted very much today. We have a humble bungalow, but we did spend quite some time in the rough draft. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one when we will continue the final puzzle. Have a good time. Take care. Bye.